Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things that you need to improve your work life. So if you do like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Let's dive right in. The first thing is my iPad. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's pretty obvious. I'm sure it helps you with your work. You probably do all of your work on it. But actually, no, this is probably the one thing that I do the least amount of my work on, but it helps me to research. So this isn't something that I kind of use to type or anything like that, but it's great for research. Sometimes if I'm busy doing other things, such as cooking or on the treadmill, and I know that I want to kind of be as efficient as I possibly can, then I take my iPad, I set it up, research a couple of videos that I may be looking for to help me with something that I'm working on, and then I just do my workout and I listen at the same time, or I cook and I listen at the same time, and I can watch at the same time, and it's perfect for that. This has helped me to improve my work life because it's enabled me to be able to take my work on the go whilst doing things that maybe don't have anything to do with work, but I managed to actually utilize that time to benefit my work in some way, rather than take a specific amount of time out of my day to research or generally browse because it may help me with whatever I'm working on. I can actually take this with me and do it while I'm doing something else. So I just feel like I'm able to kind of multitask. So it just makes it a lot more easier for me, and it actually has improved my work life because I feel like I'm getting more done in a short space of time. I don't actually have to take time out to do things like research. This has just generally made it so much easier. I could have done those things on my phone, but actually the screen is so much smaller. I feel like this is a lot clearer for me. I feel like I'm doing everything I can visually, which helps me with my work. So even if I want to go back and kind of like look at anything I'm working on my notes, everything is synced up with my MacBook, with my phone and my iPad. So anything that I want to kind of like check, if I don't have either of those things with me, I can always look at it on my iPad so that it kind of refreshes my mind no matter where I am. I generally take this around with me when I don't want to carry my MacBook with me. So that's the first thing that I wanted to share with you. Now, the second thing that's helped improve my work life is my Garmin watch. This is the Venu 2 and it has helped improve my work life massively. You're going to probably be wondering, well, how has your watch helped you to improve your work life? Well, actually, it's because it's ensured that I can maintain and consistently improve my health alongside my work life. So I don't really need to worry again about taking time out separately to get things done, like for example, my 12,000 steps that I need to do every day. That in itself is pretty time consuming, especially when you have a day full of admin. You don't necessarily want to be kind of like walking around. You need to be at your desk. You need to be kind of like typing or whatever you're doing. This way, I kind of check this every so often, and my home screen on my watch at a glance has everything that I need to know on there. So how many steps have I done today? How many calories have I burned? What the time is? You know, that's one of the most obvious things. All I need to do is swipe across and it'll tell me so much more information, and it gives me a better understanding of where I need to be at a certain time of the day. So for example, if I've done less than 1,000 steps by 10 a.m, I know if I can get to at least 5,000 by kind of lunchtime, I'm on my way to getting to the 12,000, and it's just much easier. Just the fact that I have this kind of stuff on my wrist, like readily available, makes my work life easier because I don't need to take myself away from my work, kind of like head off and do this separately. Even when I know I haven't got enough steps in, what I tend to do is grab my iPad, do the things that don't require me to sit down and stay at my desk and type, get my steps in while I'm walking and doing whatever I can do while I'm walking. So I just literally pace around the house while I'm doing things on my iPad or dictating on my phone, and I managed to get my steps in. So it's improved my work life because it actually has enabled me to just be consistent with the upkeep of my health. I'm a true believer that a healthy mind and body means a clear and productive mind, which makes it much more kind of healthy for me to work. I don't feel like I'm cluttered so much. I'm healthy. I know I'm keeping on track with it. I don't need to guess or worry at the end of the day and sit and kind of think, oh God, I hardly moved today. At least this keeps me on track, and I know that I managed to kind of like move around at the same time as get my things done. Another thing that I bought that really helped to improve my work life are my Apple headphones. Now you would think, well, they're just headphones. You could have used any kind of plug-in ear pods, whatever. But actually these ones in particular have really helped me, because even when I want to work from a cafe during the day and I don't want that external noise, I can put my headphones on and not even play any music. There's literally nothing playing on my headphones, and I can opt for the full noise transparency, or just like literally cut all the noise off so that I don't have any of that external noise coming through, and I can really kind of focus, and I just feel like my mind is a bit more kind of quiet, ready for me to be able to focus on what I'm doing. So as well as the obvious things like them being great headphones, and they definitely have improved my editing, and the reason for that is because the audio on my editing is so much better. The difference between my Apple headphones and the standard headphones that I was using before, it is a massive difference, because prior to using the Apple headphones, I thought I could hear everything when I was editing my videos. I couldn't hear nowhere near as much and as clear as what I'm hearing now on the Apple headphones. This has just made everything so crisp, and now I know that, you know, if there's any external noise, I know that I can kind of skip that bit or edit it out, whereas before I wasn't actually catching those things on my standard headphones. So I love it for that. It's improved my work life because of that reason, as well as, like I said, not necessarily listening to music or listening to anything, putting them on, blocking out all the sound, and really focusing on what you're doing. Plus, no one really interrupts you when you've got your headphones on. Next is my MacBook M1 processor. I'm saying the M1 processor because that in itself has improved my work life so much. Apple were using Intel chips before, which meant that they weren't that fast. It was very kind of laggy, and when you're a content creator like myself, you're editing everything on your laptop and you need things to be fast. I cannot even imagine going back to how I was editing before, because now that I have the M1 processor, it's a chip that was created by Apple, so it's much faster. It's like lightning speed in comparison to before. So this is so much easier for me to work on. It's made my work so much more precise and quicker to do in general. Like if I'm editing a video now, I can whiz through it like so much easier than before. Like before I was kind of like stopping to the point where I was literally cutting something on Final Cut Pro, and then I'd have to wait for the graphs to kind of show up so that I can continue editing it. And it just took forever. I could not believe. I remember thinking to myself, this cannot be the way professional video editors edit their videos. There's just no way that they're doing it this way. And as soon as I got hold of the M1 processor, it completely changed my workflow. Everything is a lot more smoother, a lot quicker than before, and it's actually a lot more precise. So it's definitely something that I would recommend. Just having a laptop, if you are a content creator and do a lot of editing on your laptop, is not enough. You really need to think about how fast your laptop is. How smooth is it? Are you able to edit without lagging? And it's such an important feature to have. It's really important to make sure that everything allows you to kind of run fluidly on your laptop. So this is a really, really big investment for me. I feel like this has changed the way that I work. It's made everything so much easier for me to do. And even when I have multiple videos sitting on my laptop, I don't have to worry about anything slowing down. I had an Apple laptop before as well, but it wasn't the M1 processor. If I had extra videos that I needed to add to my laptop to edit, then it would slow everything down. My work would not be as efficient as what it is today if I didn't opt for this MacBook M1 processor. Next up is my power bank for my camera. Now, the reason for that is because it really helps me to ensure that I can just complete a full video without having to worry about the battery dying on my camera, which by the way was a big problem before, because anytime I used to hit record, after a little while the camera would just stop because the battery had finished, and it was a pain because you have to stop everything you're doing and then shuffle around everything because maybe you need to charge the camera for a bit. Then you come and sit down and nothing's in the same place. The whole framing is different. Investing in a power bank, as much as it seems like a very little thing in the grand scheme of things, it's actually not. It makes a huge difference. It's improved my work life so much. I know that once I hit record, I don't need to worry about my battery dying. I can just get on with the video. It's consistently plugged into my camera while I'm recording so that it has double the amount of battery in case the battery on my camera goes down and yeah, I end up talking for longer than I should have, which is usually the case, which is why the power bank is just such an important feature in my whole setup. So that's another product that I would highly recommend. It just stops you having to worry about being out of frame when you've come back into your seat. You can just create the video, like film for as long as you need to film without worrying about what's going to happen with the camera or if it's going to cut out. So it's definitely something I would recommend. These are my 5 things that I have bought that have really improved my work life. I really hope it's helped you in some way. I know that some of them can be obvious, not so obvious, because sometimes people don't really share why these things are so good. You know, why do I have a different laptop to you? Why do I have a power bank and you don't? Why do you have an iPad and I don't. It's important to share this information as business owners or content creators, just entrepreneurs in general, because it's sharing your knowledge. And if something has made my work life much better, has improved my work life, I would love to share that with you so that it can hopefully improve yours too. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments box below. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.